joining us here today for the Spring Equinox meditation. Before we go ahead and get started, I always like to bring these meditations and these markers of the year and discuss what is going on across the world around this time of the year, as we can see how similar traditions are across the world and how we are a lot more similar in the holidays we express during these times as well. So I'll be discussing a few of those. Bear with me with pronunciation with a lot of these holidays, as they are words not from my native tongue of English. And I'm barely good in English, let alone other languages. So if I mispronounce something, please give me some grace there. And this meditation is going to be more of a journey of learning about what spring is, what the energy of this time of the year holds, and learning about other places of the world in which they honor this time of year. So feel it's appropriate to just settle in, take some deep breaths, and welcome as we sit at the great hinge of the year, the spring equinox, the moment when day and night bow to each other in perfect balance, each one occupying exactly half the sky. We remember that this day is sacred across the world. Across Central Asia and parts of the Middle East, more than 300 million people are celebrating Nowruz, the Persian New Year, understanding of light triumphing over darkness. In Japan, families gather and visit the graves of their ancestors. For Shunbun no Hi, national holiday honoring nature and living things. India, the vibrant festival of Holi has recently swept through, throwing color into the air, also celebrating this triumph of light over shadow. Mexico, thousands are standing at the foot of El Castillo at Chichen Itza, watching the sun gulp the shadow of a great serpent descending from the pyramid steps, in memory of the Mayan return of Kukulcán, and the island of Bali, the sacred silence of Nyepi, day of silence, so their new year, invites the entire island to still and turn. Among those who follow the pagan fill of the year, Ostara is being honored today, named for the ancient Anglo-Saxon Germanic goddess Ostara. Spring face recorded and now denounced Easter. Easter, as we see in many traditions, being a rebirth. We sit here at this time of the equinox, and actually what is known as the astrological new year as well, as the sun enters Aries. We do not celebrate alone. We are one voice in a chorus that encircles the entire globe. Take a breath and feel that. Take a breath and honor that. In traditional Chinese medicine, spring belongs to wood. Wood is the element of the young bamboo shoot breaking through cold earth, not forcing its way, but also not being stopped. Wood is the only element that moves upward, drawn skyward by nature's own longing. Wood holds dominion over liver and gallbladder, noting that this time of the year is when we release, when we detox, when we allow ourselves to let go. Traditions of spring cleaning at this time, traditions of fasting at this time, traditions of cleaning our diet signify that this time is a time of purification and a time of rebirth. At this time, people can get spring feverish, anger can come up, It's a great time to cultivate the practice of letting things flow through you and allowing yourself to release what no longer serves you. With today, it's the perfect example of yin and yang reaching perfect harmony. Noting that yang cannot sustain itself without yin as its root. The tree only grows tall because its roots grow deep. The fire only burns bright because there is wood beneath it. As we reach outward on this day, as yang grows on this day, as the fire of the new year, as the fire of Aries, as the fire of the fire horse year catches fire now, remember to add fuel. Remember to not burn too brightly. Remember to cultivate with patience, with ease, with caution and reverence. And it is in this fire of this fireverse year that we feel so much forward momentum. We feel so much yang. We feel so much building. And it's in times like this that we must come back to stillness. We must nurture our yin. We must slow our bodies in line. And we must allow ourselves the time to step back. We can finally feel the shift. We can finally feel the forward motion. We can finally feel change right now. But we need to remember a smooth flow, a gentle flow. Remember the lessons of winter. Remember the lessons of slowing down. And this time of year is the perfect time to set intention, as the energy will take it away. Not just a goal, not just a dream, but a state of being you want to see blossom like the flowers this spring. A version of yourself that you've glimpsed, but not yet fully inhabited. Allow that person to come through you now. As you breathe in slowly through the nose, and breathe out even slower through the mouth. Invite this version of yourself forward. You don't need to know the how. Just know that as long as you take these moments to slow and recenter, that version of yourself will come forward, just like you provide sunshine to your plants, you provide water to your plants. Treat yourself no differently. Too much sun burns the leaves. Too little water dries them out. Allow yourself to treat yourself in the same way. With all this forward momentum, it's no surprise that Mercury retrograde ends right now, and all of our planets are now moving forward. There are so many signs of this all around us that we must allow ourselves to settle into this flow, not be taken away by it, We'll allow ourselves to flow with it. You can just take 3 breaths now to slow ourselves into this movement. Breathing in through the nose, long and slow, activating those parasympathetics, cultivating your yin. And when we breathe out through the mouth, breathe out even slower. In these 3 breaths, allow those exhales to release what does not need to come with you into this new season. Release the residue of winter. Break up the stagnation, the plans that didn't move forward, any resentment, frustration, or blocks. They no longer belong here. Allow your liver to move them, to transform them. Let the exhale carry them out. Now, one more breath for me. And on your next inhale, breathe in green. Visualize the color of new leaves, young grass, or spring itself pouring into you. Clean, fresh, renewed. As we start to close here, we begin and end at the same point. This balance point, this pivot point, this equality point that we're at today, where day and night are equal, yin and yang are equal, this momentary alignment that's a fulcrum for tipping into light. Carry all of this with you now. The traditions of Nowruz, of Shunbun no Hi, of Holi, of Ostara, the Mayan serpent of light, the wisdom of the wood element, and the liver as your general, the understanding that yang cannot exist without yin, and to be sure to nourish this. Know that the momentum of this rare and powerful forward-flowing sky will take your intentions you have planned here in your body and in this day. You are not beginning this year from nothing. You are the tree, your practice, your patience, your slowness, the roots. And now it's time to grow. Take one final deep breath. And as you exhale, open your eyes if they were closed. Feel your body in contact with the earth below you. Say to yourself, Happy New Year, Happy Spring. And what you planted here, say it will take root and it will rise.